When someone talks about a man of God, to some people it's as if you are just committing a crime, like unpardonable crime. When I use Sabio, a certain guy told me his experience, life experience, that made him, like, even up to today, he doesn't have any regard for anyone called a man of God. Yes. A guy told me growing up that he grew up under an uncle who happens to be a reverend father. Yes. That all those were as this certain sister, that used to visit the father in the house. Yes. That each time the sister comes around, that every time he will be hearing the cry of that sister, he was so worried. He was feeling very pathetic. So he was like, oh my God, each time, anytime the sister comes out, he will tell the sister sorry for the cry that she cried, all those stuffs. So not until a particular day, he went to school and discussed it with his fellow students. You know, it was not the fellow students that told him, boy, you be a Jew guy, you. How would they imagine that? So that the uncle now, who is the reverend father, was torchlighting the sister, was doing the Roma things, the knocking stuff. That was why the sister was crying. The guy was like, are you for it? You mean that the sister was not crying a real cry? That was not a real cry, That it was not. So when this guy now came back to the house, he was like, or just like another time the sister now came. The same thing repeated itself. The sister was just crying. Ebolieta, Bomo, Bomo, should I stop? No. Maybe yet you're crying. So when the sister now came out, he never bothered to tell her sorry again. And at that point, this guy said he began to feel the stuff. He began to have the feelings, having realized that it was not the cry that he thought the sister was crying. That was how he began to have feelings. Yes, he developed the feelings. So each time the sister comes around, I'll be crying, boomta, boomta. That is how his own system, this guy boy's own system, would change. He would feel like to practice all those stuff because he has not had the experience. He was just a minor, he was just a small child. That was how he began to do the stuff because of the feelings. He now had to go to practice that same thing his uncle used to do with the sister. That was how at earlier stage of his life, he knew what was a woman. He began to do lovey things, touchy things, that which ordinarily he wouldn't have done that. He wouldn't have started earlier like he started. But it was this so-called man of God that pushed him into knowing the things he was not supposed to know. People think that these people are saints, that you don't have any right to talk about them, that they are this, they are that. Now you Sabio, they are human beings, so everything every normal human being does, they do it. Sometimes they even do more than. Yes, they do more than. They do all sort of things. They even know all the ways of doing all these things more than ordinary men. So let's not see these people as if they fell down from heaven or they are untouchable. They are so holy. They are not as holy as you think.